ink roll up, and I'm not going to put it everywhere because actually I want some of it to roll up slower, but I definitely want this background to roll up quickly. So you can see it already has a stain in it. But the first time I took the ink out of this, it would just look blank. This time it has a stain from previous printings, which means it's going to roll up faster. So you can shoot down here now. So I put a little asphaltum, and asphaltum is like the stuff they put on the street. And I put a little like lithotripsine in here to make it looser. I don't need very much. I'm not going to just pour it everywhere. I'm going to take a small amount and put it everywhere. As I said, I'm trying to remember where I want it the most and where I don't want it. I'm putting it mostly around the outside. You don't need to do it on the borders. If I need any more, I'll just take a tiny bit more. Here. You don't wait long before removing it. You don't want it actually to dry. It soaks in immediately. So as soon as I make it thinner, you'll see what I mean by that. I'll polish it down so there's no like swirl marks anymore. Let's see. Those are good. Here. The center of this is darker and then it gets lighter, so I'm not gonna, I want these to fade out a little bit. It might help to not have it everywhere. It'll roll up slower. Now I try to make it smoother, take off the excess, see what I mean? And Alex, my sponger today, he's gonna follow up as soon as I'm done smoothing out the swirls. The extra is not helpful. It just makes the sponge more messed up. So just taking all the swirls out. And then, this is the exciting part though, Jeremy. Go ahead and hit it with the sponge. Get your gloves soon. Try to sponge the whole thing, don't do a little area, because it's drying the whole time, so hit it all with water, even get more water, and like get water on it quickly. You can even flood it a little bit, move it around. You want to get it off before it dries. The big stone, it's easier for it to dry out. Ooh. You do get it all out. If it starts making little pieces of asphaltum that roll around, like little noogies or whatever you might call them, you can still get those off with the roller, so it's not like something to freak out about or worry about. Yeah, now you see the brown version of it. That's because it's asphaltum. The white part was protected by the gum buff down. And you can switch sponges with this clean water. And we're going to roll it up now. You don't want to wait too long to roll it up because this water can start affecting it until you have a layer of ink on it.
Do you want me to get that water?
Just you're going to go over it, and especially hit this part like at an angle.
Okay.
Remove this before I get in trouble. A litho roller only puts a little ink on at a time, so you don't expect it just to turn black like a woodcut. You just see a tiny thin layer going on. It takes like 100 rolls to actually roll something up black. You do different directions. So you wet it after every 8 rolls or so. You can see it still looks brown, even though it's getting blacker. You can take a big break after you can see it being black because it no longer can be hurt by water anymore. I'm trying to use a very stiff ink since I kept losing some detail in this particular image. So we're using especially stiff ink, makes it even longer to roll up, but then hopefully holds the detail better. Let me show you one thing. You can just try to make sure you hit everything. That way you won't have to do little swirls. It's not like polishing it down or something, so it'll just be quicker for you. Did I do this side? I think I did that side. Did I do that side? Probably neither. I'll just do those sides.
You did it coming.
Okay, good. I'm adding another charge. Helps the charge if you just roll the roller on the slab. Because I might have used up most of the ink.
Can I hit it again?
Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah.
Great. Did you do the racetrack? I hate if the edges get black. Big cleanup situation.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna move this tape bit soon, so I can roll further over this way. Maybe you can grab that.
Yeah.
Put it over there somewhere. You see what I mean? This frees me up to go way over here. People can do this all by themselves, but it goes twice as fast if someone else is using the sponge for you. And we're gonna start having less water on the sponge.
Okay.
One way to do it is squeeze it all the way out and just put a 1/4 inch of the edge in, and that's enough water. The water just gets in the ink and makes the ink transfer less. And then it starts, meaning you have to change that ink on the slab more often. So too much water, because water rejects ink, can be a slight issue. Better too much than none at all, of course.
Yeah.
But just the dots get tinier with less water in the sponge. It still touches everywhere. And the sponge is kind of like wet concrete. It's going to hold a lot of water down below the surface, kind of like, until it gets really dry. Let me see, I think I did that way. I'm trying to do all 4 sides. Later we might do the corners as well. Thanks, Marie. Oh, perfect. This is just some iron or something in the stone. I don't know what that is.
I saw that one started.
Okay, now it's black enough where I don't have to worry. Even if a puddle of water was on here, it wouldn't like start doing something that makes it take less ink later. Yeah. So it's really safe now to, if I had to take a big break or something,
Okay.
which we're not going to do, but
Yeah.
we'll probably ink it a little bit more and then pull a newsprint.
Okay.
That's good.